Hi, it's Cammy.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Charlie Talks Football. So after Malik Chow, Newcastle are closing in on their third signing of the summer, or fourth signing I think it might be, of Jacob Ramsey. Now it has been reported by Fabrizio Romano, he's put out an exclusive article saying that Newcastle are closing in on the signing of Jacob Ramsey. Package is set to be around £40 million. Despite West Ham approach, Ramsey only wanted Newcastle. And today it's been reported by Craig Hope Newcastle are expected to finalise the deal for Jacob Ramsey today. So yeah, Newcastle finally making moves, and it's happened really quickly after Malik Chow arrived and completed his medical. So if you're new around here, make sure to hit that subscribe button, leave a like as always. And anyway guys, let's get into the video. So as you know, yeah, Jacob Ramsey closing in on a move to Newcastle, and look, we needed squad depth. I think that's something I've been saying on this channel for a while. We do need squad depth, so Ramsey will be great for that. Of course, he's probably not going to be someone who starts every game unless he, comes in and hits the ground running. But just someone who can help Newcastle. He's a winger. He's versatile. He can play on both flanks. And look, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I don't want to be too negative on this channel, but I do think we have paid a little bit too much for Jacob Ramsey. You know, 40 million is a lot of money for someone who doesn't always play for Aston Villa. I would have said at least 30 or 35 max, but I guess I do understand why we've paid that much money for him, because he does have a lot of potential. And, you know, whenever he's came off the bench for Aston Villa, he has made an impact. So my thoughts on it, I think I'm quite reserved about it. I know maybe I won't be as excited as some of you other guys, but we'll see how it goes. But Ramsey is definitely a player who will help with the squad, in my opinion. So I think Newcastle have done well. And this has sort of came almost out of the blue. I know that David Ornstein did say a few days ago that Newcastle were one of the clubs interested in Ramsey. But it almost looks like he's only chosen Newcastle, so that is really good news. But what are your thoughts on Ramsey as a player, guys? I know he did quite well in the Champions League for Aston Villa. Now, he will join up alongside Malik Chow. Malik Chow completed his medical. He did his interview today, and he seems really nice. He seems really eager. It's really nice to have players like Chow and Ramsey joining who wanted to join Newcastle after, you know, Newcastle have had so many rejections on the transfer market. So what are your thoughts about that? So yeah, on other news, Newcastle are now going to be looking for a striker and then a central midfield player, because we've got a squad depth player coming in like Ramsey, and we've got a centre back who is going to fight with Fabian Shaw, Burn, all the other centre backs, Botman. So we are starting to make moves on the transfer market, and you know, I do want to try. I do want to be positive about this, because we've brought in, you know, these two players, Ramsey with Premier League experience, Malik Chow with Champions League experience, and I think Jacob Ramsey is an Eddie Howe type of player, someone who will work really hard for the team. Like I mentioned earlier on, I'm not sure about the 40 million price tag. Does anyone agree with us that maybe that is a bit too much money? But that's pretty much all the latest, that Newcastle are closing in on the signing of Jacob Ramsey. What are your thoughts on him? You know, do you guys know more about him than I do? But I think it's someone who, like you said, there's more positives to take from this than negatives. Yes, the price may be a little bit much, but he could be someone who, you know, if he hits the ground running, could be a key player for Newcastle in the next few years. And it is someone who will provide great competition and great squad depth to the squad, because Newcastle don't have the best squad depth compared to Aston Villa, who we play on Saturday. So it's really nice to get signings in the door. But one more thing, guys, before I end off this video, make sure to follow my TikTok page. I've actually finally got back into the account, so I'll be doing regular updates on all Newcastle stuff, so daily videos, so make sure to follow us on that, and make sure to follow us on Instagram, where I post all the latest Newcastle United news. Anyway, guys, make sure to subscribe. Please leave a like, it really helps the videos out. And Ramsey is close to joining Newcastle, as well as having Malik Chow completing his medical. I'll keep you guys updated. Could be a double upload on the channel today if any more news comes out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.